Okay, and we're back just in time for the match to start. The lineups are just being displayed, and Onana's back in goal again. Uh, I think due to his heroics over the Europa League match against Lyon, Mainu has been given a starting place over Bruno Fernandes. Both teams seem to be going for the same formation, that is a 3-4-2-1. So I think it's going to come down to the middle of the park where some big battles are going to be won. uh, I think looking back on the last 5 games between the two sides, United have won 4 when Wolves have won the most recent match. That was in December last year, the reverse fixture in the season. Uh, they won 2-0 with Matthias Cunha and Huang Hui-chan on the score sheet. Notably, both goals coming after Bruno Fernandes having gotten a red card. Cunha is on the pitch today, and Huang Hui-chan's not even on the bench, so not sure what to make of that. Uh, Going back to before the match starts, I think some changes to the lineup. As you see on the screen, number 55 T Fredrickson is getting his debut today. Number 55. I guess it's safe to say that United have accepted that the season's a lost cause with about 5 games left. I don't think we're even getting to Europa League qualifications. So I think the boss Ruben Amorim has turned over his focus to the Europa League solely to try and salvage something for the season. So just waiting to kick off. For those of you who have just joined, United are giving a debut to number 55 T Fredrickson at left back, I believe. He's making up the central defensive partnership of three, that is Fredrickson, Lindelof, and Mazraoui on the right. And we're off. Wolves get the kickoff, and they've already pumped it into the United's half. The ball's loose, possession recovered by United. Dispossessed by Wolves. It's in the midfield. Back to Wolves defense. Let me just check some notifications here. Okay. So, like what we were saying earlier, the last 5 matches between United and Wolves, 4 wins to United with one win to Wolves coming last December 2-0 in favor of Wolves. The previous watch along, we had some audio issues. I have done my best to rectify them. I hope for those of you all tuning in, I hope the reverb issue isn't still happening. So according to statistics, the win probability 38%. Man United has a 38% chance to win, with Wolves coming in at a close 35%, close second, 35%. Wolves in possession. So going back to the Europa League 5-4 win over Lyon, it's come to my attention that this is just the second time in the club's history that United have ended a game with a 5-4 scoreline, with the first coming in 1958 against Arsenal at Highbury. Although I'm not too sure if that's a league match, if that was a league match or a cup match. So it's United's first free kick, fouled by Gomez. Audio is good. Thank you very much, Clever Heels. Glad to hear. Free kick taken by Onana. Nobody's on the end to receive it. It's back with Wolves defense. Wolves might break through here. Ball's recovered by United's defense. Patrick Dorgu. It's gone back to Mazraoui. Ugarte moving the ball upfield on the left. It's Fredrickson. Mino. Back to Fredrickson. It's back with Lindelof. Now to Mazraoui. Quite high up the field. Sideways to Dorgu. Recovered by Wolves. Possession back with Man United with Ugarte. So Fredrickson is in the penalty box. Cleared by Wolves for a. Is it going to be a corner? No, it seems like it's going to be a goal kick for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Garnacho seems visibly confused as to why that's the case. The replay seems inconclusive, but the referee's made his verdict. Goal gets taken. So nobody seems to be able to keep possession. United struggling, and they've been given a free kick near the. And it's Amas who's gotten the free kick for United, quickly taken. Balls with Mazraoui. Ugarte with the switch of play. Amas with the ball. Whips it in. Cleared by the defense. It's gone out for a United throw in. Those of you who joined us last week, you'll be aware that we covered both matches. But considering Liverpool's good form at the moment, I don't think I'm going to be able to put myself through the heartbreak of watching them wrap up the league title later today at 11:30 p.m. I might still watch the match by myself. I don't think I'll have the strength to cover it. So it's a free kick to Wolves for an offside. And it's Højlund who's offside again. Harry Maguire is watching from the stands today after his heroics in the Europa League second leg tie against Lyon. And Wolves have broken through here through a clever through ball. They're in the penalty box. Cleared by United's defense. It's Garnacho with the ball. It's gone up for a come off. I think Nelson Semedo for a United throw in. Just realized that I've forgot to set the time. About 6 minutes and that should be about it. Apologies for that. The ball's out for yet another United throw in. I guess the thing about Hoyland is he seems confident, but his confidence doesn't translate to results on the pitch as much as we'd like to. But I guess the visual appearance of confidence will be of some credibility. The ball's back to United's defense. Lindelof back to Mazraoui. Ugarte, Mazraoui again, plays it back to Onana. It's struggling to get it out of their half, Man United. Ball's with Ugarte now. Ericsson. That's a clever ball, but I think Dorgu's not going to be able to make it. Ball safe with Jose Sa. Wolves' defense just keeping the ball for the moment. That's a misplay, a mispass. Now ball's with United. Onana. Now United are struggling to get it out of their half. The ball comes off Wolves and it goes up for yet another United throw in. Mazraoui to take it. There's a scramble for the ball. Wolves in possession now. They've made progress into the penalty box. And it's going to be a free kick right at the edge of the box. Cunha being fouled by Mazraoui. Mazraoui seems to disagree with the decision. The replay shows that there was absolutely no contact on the ball by Mazraoui. That's a clever shield of the ball by Cunha. Is lining up for the free kick to be taken by Cunha. Cunha whips the ball in. Thank goodness. Cleared by defense for a Wolves throw in. Being a United fan these days is just not good for your blood pressure because you're so used to them winning over the years, and this, even though they have not been winning for the last few years, the image is still there, and it's quite hard to take it. Even you would think that as United fans would be used to not having results go away by now, but we still find ourselves upset, disappointed when things don't go our way. That might be undue arrogance on our part, but if you were alive if you were a United supporter in the 90s and the 2000s, the early 2000s, right up to 2013, I guess as a supporter, you have earned that arrogance. Wolves and United are scrambling for possession deep in Wolves' half. It goes out for a Wolves throw in to be taken by Ait Nouri. Quickly taken. The ball's pumped up field, but lands in United in the penalty box. And so Mainu went down for what was a penalty shout, but the referees waved play on. It's going to be a goal kick. Mainu was seemingly held back by Agbadu, but the referee says nothing doing. Goal kicks be taken, balls with Wolves' defense. Cunha pumps it upfield, looking for Strand Larsen. Manages to get the ball, but United's defense are on it. The ball is cleared. Mainu. Mainu still on the ball. Great run from Mainu. 1-2 with Dogu, but the ball goes out of play for Wolves throw in. It's with Bueno. Back with Gomez. Now with Andre. Hoofs it up the left side. Cunha's onto it. The ball's been ushered out by both Mazraoui as well as Dogu. What am I doing here? So a goal kick to be taken by Onana. Looks like Garnacho's broken free, but it's closed down. It's out for a United free kick. Garnacho being closed down by Agbadu there. Must with a throw in. Okay, despite us actually losing 4-1 to Newcastle last week, I think Hamas actually showed quite some promise in terms of his ball control as well as his decision making. Let's hope he's a breakthrough for next season. So it's back with Lindelof, down to Mazraoui. It's squared it to Dogu. Ugarte slips and possession gets overturned to Wolves, but the referees pulled it back for a apparent foul on Ugarte. Andre is protesting. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't say that's a foul. It seems like Andre just took advantage of the fact that Ugarte is fallen, although he does make contact with very minimal contact with Ugate's ankles. Eriksson to Fredriksson. Amas hoops it downfield in hopes of finding Hoyland. Hoyland almost makes it, but the ball is cleared by Jose Sa. Mainu challenges for the ball. Unsuccessful. Wolves still in possession. That's going to be a free kick to Wolves near the halfway line. Oh, I've been wrong. Seems that the keeper for Wolves today is not Jose Sa, it's actually Bentley. I would have to make that change to the lineup at halftime. So it's Dogu with the interception, Ugarte with a header, ball recovered by Wolves. Ugarte with the interception to Garnacho. Garnacho to Amas. The back pass because there's absolutely no way forward now with Eriksson. Eriksson to Amas. Passed it to Garnacho, back to Eriksson. It's Lindelof. With Amas now, back to Fredriksson. It's back with Mazraoui. Shielding the ball, gives it back to Onana. That's a confident pump downfield. Unfortunately, no one at the end of it. Ball is recovered by Mainu, barely to Garnacho. Nacho brings it down on the left to Amas. He's been brought down, but referee waves play on due to Amas being still in possession. Kate. It's a through pass there to Garnacho. So whipped in, cleared by Wolves. Cunha in possession, being hunted down by Dogu and Mazraoui. Ball goes out for a throw in. Ruben Amorim hands the ball to Ait Nauri. Ball's in play again. Punya in possession. Wolves defense are content with keeping the ball. Ball's in the middle of the park. Minu's fighting for possession, but it's still with Wolves. Back down to Ait Nouri. Ait Nouri still in possession. Down to Andre. They're content with keeping it in the middle of the park. It's back in Wolves' half of the back in Wolves' half. Smedo unable to keep it in field. Ball goes out for a United throw in. Uh, the throw in was not aptly controlled by Lindelof, and it goes out for a Wolves throw in now. Neither side is currently showing any. Excuse me. Neither side are currently showing much attacking intent, preferring to stay in possession. Wolves out of the relegation zone, but still potentially in a relegation fight if the last few results don't go their way. It's a United free kick deep in United's half. Fredrickson at the heart of it. Fredrickson playing it up to Ericsson. Minus come a long way down. Balls with Lindelof. Zraoui. Kate, who the pass is misplaced. Wolves in possession. It's Wolves played back to their half. Agbadu's got it. Wolves still in possession. Wolves' defense prefer to keep the ball. They're looking to keep possession. United are not moving forward to challenge, preferring to stay, keep their shape. Camacho unsuccessfully goes in for a tackle uh, that leaves Gomez some space to come up. Wolves are near United's penalty box. Nelson's middle with the ball. Amas is marking him. The ball is whipped in too high. Dogu forces it out for a throw in. Ait Nouri is flawed. It's going to be a Wolves throw in. Ait Nouri to take it. It's not much options as for Ait Nouri as United players are crowding over the potential throw in lanes. The ball goes out yet again for another throw in. For Wolves again this time. Balls with Agbadu. Hoyland's in mid interception, but the ball's back with Wolves again. Nelson's middle with a long shot from outside the box, but it's just skied it. I think both sides are somewhat afraid based on their latest league form. Nobody is willing to take any risks. The play's been quite safe so far. It's Hoyland with the ball. Now it's Ugarte. What a clever turn. Ball's up the left with Garnacho to Amas. Amas still with the ball. Plays it back to Ericsson. Squares it to Ugarte. Ugarte plays it back to Fredrickson. Squares it to Lindelof back with Fredrickson. Ugarte. Ericsson. Garnacho, Mainu, Ericsson. Now to Amas. Back to Ericsson. Like I said, they are just both sides are playing it safe. It's Amas at the left, down to Garnacho. Nobody's cutting infield. It's Ericsson again. Plays it down to Lindelof, who puts it square to Mazraoui. To Dogu, and Dogu's been fouled on the right side. Free kick to United. That's just a blatant push from Ait Nouri. That has led to the free kick, which is quickly taken, but United have been dispossessed. The balls with Wolves have made way. Mazraoui's collected the loose ball, plays it back to Onana. Now it's Lindelof to Ugarte. Ugate's brought the ball up to the halfway line. Gets it to Garnacho. Puts it down for Mas. Ball's loose, back with Garnacho. But it's dispossessed by Smedo. Puts it down for Strand Larsen. Lindelof's on Larsen, but Larsen still got the ball. Larsen has been brought down by Lindelof, but it seems it's going to be a United free kick. The replay is showing Larsen to have held off Lindelof, but his back leg ends up tripping Lindelof, which is what gives United the free kick. Taken by Onana. Balls with Ugarte, Ericsson, Lindelof. Back to Ericsson. Lindelof again. Possession is the name of the game here. United are not making any risky passes, although their willingness to keep it at the back is a bit of a risk. They finally brought it up with Amas on the left. To Garnacho, back to Amas. Garnacho was closed down there. Fredrickson, Amas again. Back to Fredrickson. Centered to Lindelof. Lindelof at the halfway line. So back with Amas again. Meno. Dispossessed by Wolves, and Wolves on the front. Counter attack, but United have got bodies back. Garnacho. So it seems, I think it's Nelson Semedo who stayed down, but the referee's yet to blow the whistle. United on the front foot. Meno. Amas with the ball in. Hoyland misses the header. It's cleared by Ait Nouri. Yet another miss by Hoyland, who is now clutching his shins as he's gone down. We can't afford any more injuries. I don't think we have any squad players left, which is probably why Fredrickson is starting today. So it seems that Hoyland has landed rather awkwardly on his left knee. gone out for a corner for United's first corner of the match. Okay, so Hoyland's up and about again. This thing is going to carry on. Corner's whipped in, cleared by Wolves' defense. The ball's now still with Wolves. It's gone out for a United throw in. Both teams are crowded around the left byline. Gate's gone down and it's a yellow card for Andre. Doesn't seem like there was much contact. Seems that Andre just held on to Ugarte as he was moving forward, causing him to trip. Then that was deemed sufficient for the referee to reach into his pocket for a yellow card. Eriksson with a short free kick. Mainu scooped it up. Hoyland's not yet in possession, and it's gone out for a United corner. It's a shame that Joshua Zirkzee has been ruled out for the rest of the season with the injury against Newcastle last week. He had just found a few goals in him. So it's Eriksson to take the corner, is whipped in. Bentley punches it out, but the ball just lands with Hamas. Puts it back to Dwogu. Now with Mazraoui. It's made headway. Puts it down to Hamas. Dwogu whips it in, but there's nobody there. That was a good ball in by Patrick Dwogu. It's a real pity nobody was at the end of that. Everybody was onside, but nobody could get their head onto the ball. Hoyland went in a bit too early, couldn't get his head on it. It's Cunha has been brought down. It's a free kick to Wolves. The way things are going, I honestly think the first half is going to end 0-0. Wolves' defense are still in possession. Tyres Cunha to Gomez. That's a fantastic curl in, but ball's recovered by Fredrickson. Mainu, who puts it back to Lindelof. Now with Mazraoui. To Gate. Canacho. Fredrickson brings the ball up. Down to Amas on the left. Canacho. Back to Fredrickson. Eriksson. Ugarte. Ugarte squared it to Mazraoui. Strauss made some decent headway down the middle of the park. It's been brought down, but the referee says nothing doing. The play on was stopped because Hoyland lost possession. There was a clever turn by Mazraoui to get away from three Wolves defenders. And now Wolves are getting their wall ready, just slightly outside the penalty box, with Ericsson set to take the free kick. This is very much in Cristiano Ronaldo's range, but I don't know if Ericsson's got it in him. If Fernandez was on field, I would be a bit more confident, but it's up to Ericsson. Ericsson, who's out of a contract at the end of the straight down the middle, palmed away by Bedley, out for another corner for United. That was good power actually, but just not enough direction. Good power, got it to the top of the post, but just couldn't get it to the corner. The corner's whipped in by Ericsson, headed away by Wolves, but the balls fall back to Ericsson. Fallen back to Ericsson, who puts it back to Mazraoui. That's back with Ericsson, who puts it back for Onana. Onana to Lindelof. Ugarte is bringing it downfield. Puts it on the wing to Fredrickson. To Garnacho. Garnacho in the middle of the park. Mazraoui. So cutting past to Hoyland. Hoyland's got to the end of it. Back to Dwogu. Cleared by Wolves' defense. Mazraoui's got another loose ball to Fredrickson. I've been impressed with Fredrickson's play. His positioning seems to be fantastic for a debutant. Fredrickson still in possession. Amas. Menu puts it in for Garnacho, who's tripped, but yep, okay, it's a free kick to United. Agbadu is just chuckling to himself, says a word with the referee. The replay shows that it was just he didn't get the ball at all, just straight went for. I mean, he went for the ball, but I guess agility on Garnacho's part kind of caught Agbadu wrong-footed, and he's just caught Garnacho at the ankles. Bentley for Wolves arranging his wall. Free kick again to be taken by Ericsson, the similar distance but angled more towards the left of the field. Ericsson whips it in right into the wall. Out for a United corner to be taken by Ericsson as well. I think while Ericsson may still continue to take corners, I think free kicks, somebody else be given a chance to take the free kicks. Corners whipped in but palmed away by Bentley. United still in possession. Dwogu right outside the penalty box whips it in. There's nobody there. So Dwogu's got the right technique, but seems that nobody seems to be able to anticipate when he's going to put the ball in. Balls with Wolves for bringing it down the right side, or well, the left for them. The ball's recovered by Amas, but the loose ball's cleared up by Ericsson, but it's dispossessed by Wolves. Ball's gone up for a Wolves throw in. Ball has come off a mass for a Wolves throw in. To be taken by Nelson Semedo. Ball's back with Semedo. Wolves still in possession. Played back all the way to the halfway line. Wolves still in possession. Agudo's bringing the ball down. Diogo's challenge fails, but Agudo couldn't keep the ball in. Now it's a United throw in. Sorry, that was Totti who couldn't keep the ball in. Totti Gomez, number 24. Lindelof to Fredrickson. Down to Menu. Hamas barely keeps the ball in, but it's brought down and seems to be a United free kick. Balls with Wolves again. Recovered by United. Dispossessed by Wolves. It's Larson in. Dispossessed by United. Menu keeps the ball. It's a free kick to United as Ugarte is brought down yet again. Let me just see if I can edit the lineup to reflect that it's actually Bentley in goal for Wolves and not Jose Sa. Ball still with Wolves if they're deep in their half. Yes. United in possession. Mazraoui. Garnacho on the right. Brings it towards the center. Moves to the left. Down to Amas. United still in possession. Back to Garnacho, who has been brought down, but referee waves play on. It's going to be a throw to Wolves. Wolves still in possession, deep in their half. Ball's recovered by Fredrickson to Lindelof, back to Onana. Now Mazraoui, Lindelof, Ugarte down the middle. Puts it to the left to Fredrickson. Lindelof, Mazraoui. Mazraoui finds Hoyland. Hoyland in possession, puts it back to Garnacho. Garnacho's brought down. And the referee's whistled, but not sure who the free kick is going to be for. Garnacho stayed down. Totti Gomez has just gone in on him. Some physicality. Garnacho's back up. It seems the free kick is for United. So it's a total of 3 fouls committed by United compared to Wolves' 12 fouls. This free kick is again to be taken by Eriksson. On the right, so Eriksson was out of a contract at the end of the season, from what I understand. Puts in the ball for United, cleared by Wolves. Cunha in possession in the Wolves' penalty box. Dispossessed by Ugarte. Ugarte is being closed down by two Wolves players. But Ike Nuri has gotten away with the ball, but dispossessed by Dogu. Referees whistled again for a free kick, this time for Wolves. Seems to be a warning for Dogu. No card. Wolves in possession. It's a misplaced pass given away. Now balls with Onana. Onana's brought the ball out of the penalty box before pumping it out to absolutely no one. The ball goes out for a Wolves throw in. It's now down to Fredrickson. Fredrickson to Garnacho to Amas. Back to Garnacho. They've yet to come out of the United half. Balls now with Menu. Dispossessed. Balls back with United with Hoyland. It's found Menu. Menu with a long shot out. That's a very good shot. Close miss. I didn't expect him to take a shot from there, but it's probably United's best effort in the first half. Very little in it, but unfortunately, Menu couldn't keep it in. It's a good effort. I would say a 7 out of 10. The balls with now with Agbadu for Wolves. Recovered by Lindelof, Ugarte, Ericsson. Ericsson manages to find Garnacho, puts it in, but unfortunately, there's nobody there. Ball's been cleared by Wolves. It's going to be a United throw in. Quickly taken by Dogu. Now balls with Mainu, puts it back to Dogu. Masraoui, Lindelof, Ericsson, Lindelof again, Ugarte. Ugate's been brought down. The referee's waves play on. It's possession's been recovered by United. Very lucky there. Onana to Zraoui. Zraoui is held on possession. Lindelof. It's going to be a 1 minute of added time here. Hoyland couldn't get out the end of it. Now the ball's back with Bentley. Hoofs it down. Cunha's got to head it on to Larson, but Wolves dispossessed. Ball's now with Onana. Uh, Onana's having one of his better days. I don't jinx it, but Onana's been having one of his better days. He seems more calm and collected. Balls with Ericsson in United's half. It's about 10 seconds left of added time. United content to keep the ball in their half. Garnacho on the right, dispossessed, ball goes out. That's it. That's it for the first half. Uh, it's been a uneventful first half. Uh, that's not. I wouldn't say all matches that end 0-0 in the first half of full time for that matter are boring or uneventful. But this first half certainly has been, as what we have mentioned earlier, both sides are not willing to take risks, preferring to keep to be in possession, play it safe. United have nothing much to play for because they are probably out of contention for the Europa League spots as it is. But although technically Wolves are just one spot above the uh, the relegation zone, seems unlikely that Leicester City or Ipswich are about to leapfrog them into safety. Since we're at halftime, let me just pull up some of the other scores as an update. So it seems like Fulham are leading Chelsea 1-0 at halftime, and Arsenal are leading Ipswich Town 2-0. Ipswich have gotten a red card, Leif Davis getting sent off in the 32nd minute. But Arsenal's goals have already come before the red card, with Leandro Trossard opening the score at 14 minutes, with Gabriel Martinelli coming in for the second goal at 28 minutes. Although it seems like too little, too late, with Liverpool set to wrap the title up at Leicester later today at 11:30 p.m. I can't understand Arsenal. How do you go from winning Real Madrid 3-0 to drawing with Brentford 1-1 and going back to winning Real Madrid 2-1 again? I mean, if this version of Arsenal had turned out for the entire season, they would have been the league champions, no doubt. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're doing it without some of their more key players. From what I understand, Saliba was out for a while as well, and Bukayo Saka was out for quite some time. I think he's made it back into today's game against Ipswich. I'm not sure if he made it in for the the second leg clash against Real Madrid, but hopefully he's back for the last 5 games. Hopefully there's a as it stands now, if Arsenal do finish the game with a victory, they will be 10 points off Liverpool until Liverpool kick off against Leicester. With about 5 games left, with a potential 15 points to win, they can only hope and pray that Liverpool Liverpool do slip up. But it's going to be a mighty ask from Liverpool, who have been sensational throughout the season, as much as it hurts to admit as a United fan. Facts are facts. Arsenal will be losing out on the Premier League title with a much larger deficit in points as compared to the previous season, where they lost out to Man City. So United fan, it's quite a dilemma, because although on one hand Man City are not winning the title again, it is Liverpool who are going to win it. So it's the lesser of two evils, I guess. I mean, in retrospect, I think I'd still rather City win it for a fifth time than Liverpool winning it ever again. But with both Salah and Van Dijk renewing their contracts, I think it's going to be a while before we see any sort of decline from Liverpool. A silver lining is that uh, Alexander-Arnold seems to be set on going to Real Madrid. But to be honest, in the last few games, Liverpool have just seemed to have done okay, have seemed to have adjusted to life without Trent Alexander-Arnold. So that's not promising either. not to jinx it, but as a review of the on the half so far of the review of the first half is that despite not being at our full strength in terms of the defense, we have played a pretty clean game, I would say. No glaring errors which required us to be saved by pure luck. It's probably the manager's game plan. Don't do anything stupid, just stick to the basics, the fundamentals, and put the ball up as much as possible and hope something goes in. I guess in terms of reinforcements for the upcoming transfer window, the I would like to see some bold moves made. There have been talks about Victor Gyökeres and Victor Osimhen, but I don't think those are realistic options for Man United. We are facing some financial difficulties. With some of the backroom staff having been let go in terms of in hopes of cutting costs, I don't see how they're gonna afford either Gyökeres or Osimhen. But yet, I would like to see some bold moves being attempted at least, so we know show the fans that excuse excuse me show the fans that there's some intent of doing better for the next season. I think our midfield's kind of sorted out. Uh, Casemiro's shown some of his class recently. Seems to be a rewind of the years a bit in the especially in the last two legs against Lyon. I think despite having obtained Mazraoui and Delete from Bayern, Delete has been out of action quite some time now, with Euro being sidelined as well. Joshua Zirkzee has been sidelined as well last week, and just as he was coming into terms of some sort of form, Hoyland still being held to being unable to break his unlucky streak of 0 goals quite some time. I I'm not sure where I stand on Onana. He has his moments, but unfortunately the bad moments seem to outweigh the good moments. We'll see, because it seems like Altai Binder is a bit inconsistent as well. It's given a opportunity last week against Newcastle, but unfortunately we lost 4-1. Although I wouldn't put all 4 goals down to errors from Binder. He did have a good moment with a double save. I think that was early on in the first half. There were some really big defensive errors which led to the 4-1. So I wouldn't blame Binder entirely. And to be fair to him, Onana's had our full defense in front of him for most of the season, delayed Mazraoui as well as Martinez. And while the one chance that Binder had, he had to do with a makeshift defense, Lindelof, Mazraoui, and I can't remember who's on the left. I think it was Euro. Euro is one for the future, but what we do need is one for the now. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, there are some good moves in the transfer market at the end of the season. I am hoping to attend one of Man United's preseason games for the next season. It seems that they are playing they're playing a preseason game in the Bukit Jalil Stadium in Malaysia. I'm not sure if my schedule will allow me some time to go and check that out. Alexander Isak is unlikely to leave Newcastle. I mean, there have been uh, rumors of Arsenal and Liverpool being interested. Having just uh, won a Carabao Cup with them, I think Isak might want to build on that achievement with Newcastle. I don't see any reason why he would be tempted to Arsenal. Although he did win the Carabao Cup against Liverpool, he might be tempted against Liverpool, saying that they are likely to be crowned champions, and he might want to join that project and build on that to secure a successful defense of the title. So who knows? But if Man United somehow manage to secure his services, that would be a great improvement. I really do hope Ineos do put in some efforts to sign some solid players in the upcoming transfer window, because I would really want to see when Bruno Fernandes decides to leave United, either through retirement or just to move on to a different club where he can finish on a high. I would like to see him leave with at least one Premier League title to his name, because he looks like he's dangerously close to being our version of Steven Gerrard, a passionate captain who didn't win the league, and it would be really sad to see him end his United career like that. But it is what it is. So the players have just come back onto the field for the second half. Let me just go and set up the clock. United are already on the field. Wolves are just coming out. Just see what is this alert here. The Eriksen to take the kickoff for United. Referee's just making sure everything's in order. And we're off. For the second half here at Old Trafford, it's Man United 0, Wolves nil. Man United nil, Wolves nil as it stands. United are on the attacking front. Ball's gone out for a United corner. Eriksen again to take it. The ball's just being lined up. Everybody's taking their positions. Eriksen whips it in. Ah, Hoyland with the outside of his foot. It's just a pity that the ball's gone outside as well. Seems to be another United corner. Ericsson with the corner again. Bit higher this time, cleared by Wolves, but it falls down to Ugarte. Puts it left for Garnacho. Garnacho's in the penalty box. Tries to whip it in, but it's cleared by Wolves for yet another United corner. It's a clearance by Munetsi, the number 5 for Wolves. Dalo is warming up. Getting a call there. It's number 17. Ericsson whips it in. Dwobu with a shot that's been deflected, but the ball's fallen to Garnacho. Hamas plays it back to Ericsson. Ericsson tries to whips it in, but it falls just falls to Agbadu. The ball's been cleared, but possessions with United. Mazraoui. Hamas back to Mazraoui. Onana. It's with the ball's been pumped down in hopes of finding Dwobu, who's been brought down. It's a free kick to Man United. Ait Nouri thinks otherwise, but he's been shown the yellow card for the challenge. So there are two Wolves players who are now on a yellow card. The replay just shows Ait Nouri hugging Dwobu and before bringing him down. It's two Wolves players on a yellow card right now. Ait Nouri being the latest to be brought into the book. Ericsson with the corner. With the free kick. Referee just making sure everything's in order. Blow the whistle. Ericsson whips the ball in. Cleared by Wolves again. So Gates missed his attempted volley. Didn't make connection with the ball at all. Fredriksson's been brought down. It's free kick to United, quickly taken by Amas. Balls with Ugarte. Mino. Hamas on the left. Still Hamas. Garnacho. Ugarte. Fredriksson. Just square to Mazraoui. Still Mazraoui. Ericsson puts it back to Lindelof. Down to Onana. Puts it to Fredriksson. Garnacho cleverly shields the ball. Down to Lindelof. Ugarte hoofs it up for Garnacho. Garnacho gets onto the end of it. No, he doesn't. Possessions with Wolves. Bentley pumps the ball upfield. Intercepted by Lindelof. But possessions with Semedo for Wolves. Ball's barely kept in by Nelson Semedo. Plays it to the center. Cunha finds Strand Larsen. Larsen's in the penalty box. Takes a shot from quite some distance out, but Onana's right into Onana's grasp. Onana's grasp. Oh my god, dehydration. Wolves back in possession. Andre to Nelson Semedo. Es Bueno to Cunha to Semedo, back to Bueno again. Agbadu. Totti Gomez. Totti Gomez, Agbadu, deep in the Wolves' half, chased down by Hoyland, but the balls would played back to Bentley, plays it up to Totti, Totti in possession. Ball is loose, but possession been recovered by Wolves. Wolves coming down on the left, dispossessed by Mazraoui. It's a dangerous game that United are playing at the back here. The ball finds its way to Amas. Garnacho steals the ball and makes his way down the left, but dispossessed by Wolves. Played back to Bentley. Hoyland and Garnacho chasing it down. But the ball's found its way to Bueno. Gomez to Totti. Well, J Gomez to T Gomez. I guess enough mistakes have been made by both teams in previous games leading up to this one that nobody's willing to take a risk. Wolves on the attack. It's played in. The ball finds Nelson Semedo. It's on the edge of the penalty box. It's a brilliant sliding tackle from Amas to dispossess Nelson Semedo. Pass finds Hoyland, who seems to have broken free. Being chased down by Agbadu. The ball still with Hoyland. It's been dispossessed by Agbadu. Hoyland took too long on the ball. It's probably the one good chance he's going to get. And he's made a bit of a mess. Wolves in possession. J Gomez in possession. The number 8 for Wolves. Let's play back. It's Bueno. It's pass up to Nelson Semedo. Puts it back to Bueno and it's back to Nelson Semedo. It's made a quite a bit. It's quite a risky back pass. Bentley almost didn't make it, but the ball was going out anyway. Bentley puts it down the center to number 7, Andre. Slides it back to Agbadu. Andre again. So United have weighed in with attempts at 5 attempts on goal with only one shot being on target. Wolves had one attempt and that was off target as well as of now. But that might change. Wolves have broken free. Fredrickson clears the ball. But Wolves are back in possession again. And it's with J Gomez for Wolves. It's back to Agbadu. Now it's with Andre. Wolves still in possession. But they're not moving upfield as yet. It's a 1-2 between Cunha and who's that? Ait Nouri, but the ball goes out for a Wolves throw in. Cunha has clutched his face and gone down. It's a yellow card shown to Patrick Dogu, the first United player to go into the book for the night. Seems to have just caught Thais Cunha on his foot. Free kick to Wolves. For the same incident, it seems that Cunha is yet to be up. Free kick to be taken by Ait Nori for Wolves. Whips it in. Ball cleared by Ericsson. Falls back to Agbadu. Right, it puts it left for Ait Nori. Ait Nori latches onto the ball and it goes out for a Wolves corner. Corner for Wolves. So that is 7 corners for United. And Wolves have just gotten their first corner of the match to be taken by Matthias Cunha. Cunha whips the ball in. Oh, it almost goes in for Wolves, their first corner of the match. I think Strand Larsen gets onto the ball, but slides off him, I guess. Let's see the replay. Yep, Strand Larsen gets onto it, but he seems to have headed it onto. Well, it's out for another corner for Wolves. Whips, ball is whipped in. Patrick Dogu gets a hit on it and it goes out for a Wolves throw in. I gotta say, Wolves seem to be. Oh, United are preparing for a triple substitution. Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount, and Diogo Dalot set to come on. Let's see who's coming off. So it's Kobe Mainu is the first to be withdrawn. That's Mason Mount on for Kobe Mainu. Patrick Dogu is coming off for Diogo Dalot. And the last substitution, it's going to be Manuel Ugarte coming off for Bruno Fernandes. A triple substitution by Ruben Amorim there. Now that Fernandes is on the field, I have a bit of some hope now. Bit of fresh legs there. At 58 minutes, slightly before the hour, the interesting tactical change from the United manager. A triple substitution right before the hour. Nelson Semedo down the right for Wolves. Nowhere to go. Puts it back to Bueno. Ball back to Agbadu. Andre. Wolves have been dispossessed, but Bruno Fernandes has slipped, leading to Wolves recovering possession. Nelson Semedo. Wolves in possession in their own half. Ball's being pumped down the left. Aidnori and is racing towards it, but Dalot ushers the ball out. It's going to be a United goal kick. That's Joshua Zirkzee and Matthias De Ligt in the stands watching on. So both of them have been sidelined for the season. Onana plays the ball out, but that's a loose ball that's collected by Wolves. And Strand Larsen tries to put the ball in the penalty box, but it's ushered by Fredrickson. Sorry, Amas. So the ball's been put up to Garnacho. Ericsson pumps the ball out, finds Hoyland, but it's dispossessed by Agbadu. That's going to be a free kick to Wolves. Andre's been brought down. The number 7 for Wolves is brought down. Falls back with Wolves defense. With Bueno to Nelson Semedo. Strand Larson tries to heads it off but it's dispossessed. Falls with Garnacho, who's been slide tackled. Referee says nothing doing. Seems it's going to be a throw in to Man United. I mean, a different angle on the replay shows that Bueno did actually get the ball, so it is going to be a throw in. Pulls are down the center, being crowded out by United's midfield. Ericsson on the ball. Back to Fernandez, down to Mazraoui. Fernandez again. Dallo. Dallo's been dispossessed. Wolves played back. Totti on the ball, back to Agbadou. Wolves are back in their own half. Agbadou. Bueno. Being chased down by Garnacho, but he puts it off to Nelson Semedo with a loose pass there. Possession collected by United. Christian Eriksen makes a run for the ball, but it slips and falls, but the possession falls to Garnacho. Garnacho with a lack of options, but finds Bruno Fernandes. Back to Garnacho again. Fernandes finds Eriksen. Garnacho puts the ball in, but it's Højlund who misses again. Barely doesn't make it. That's Højlund's second best chance today, or probably his best chance, arguably. He stretches for the ball, but barely misses. That could have been United's opener, but we're still waiting for the deadlock to be broken. I don't know how much more of this Højlund misses I can take. Bentley hoofs the ball upfield. Possession is being handed off from one team to the another, but now it's with Wolves. Nelson Semedo with the ball. Ball goes out for a Wolves throw in. Slightly past the hour with about 35 minutes. We're still at Man United 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0 at Old Trafford. Possession with United. Eriksen puts it up to Højlund, who is dispossessed. Garnacho tries to recover possession, but Wolves have retained possession. Eriksen picks up the loose ball. Mason Mount brings it upfield. Eriksen puts it across for who's there? Bruno Fernandes. Cleared by Wolves. The ideas are there, but the execution always fails at the final touch. United in possession again. Coming down the right. Been dispossessed, but the loose ball falls to United. Possession grabbed by Wolves. United in possession. Eriksen. Hamas. Garnacho. Down the left. Fredrickson to Lindelof to Mazraoui. The ball is put in, and there's yet again no other United player in the penalty box. Ball's been cleared by Badu. It's gone out for a United throw in, quickly taken. Fredrickson to Eriksson. Lindelof to Mazraoui. Diego Dallo tries to find Mason Mount, but the ball is mispassed. Dispossessed by United. Wolves regain possession, but the referee calls for a free kick. And it seems to be, let's see who's gone down. I think it's Andre who's gone down here. Been taken out by Mason Mount there. Seems to be a nudge on the ankle. But he seems to be clutching onto the front of his foot. Free kick to be taken by Bentley, number 25, the goalkeeper for Wolves today. Fernandez recovers possession, but it's out for a United throw in. Andre plays it back to Lindelof. When Eriksson plays it back to Lindelof. Eriksson in possession again. So Garnacho's gone down clutching his knee. Not sure what happened there. Seems to be the challenge from Bueno that seems to have taken it out of him. Gets away from the challenge, but he seems to pull up after that. Think while he was turning away from Bueno, might have stretched something. It's another change for United. Number 56 coming on for Rasmus Højlund. Højlund slowly makes his way off. Making his debut, I believe, is number 56. Oh, sorry, this is Obi, who has already made his debut for Man United. This Obi is, I believe, the first of two players who have come from Arsenal's academy, who United have poached. There's some belief in their potential. There's a back pass to Bentley, which seems to be almost caught onto by Obi, his first contribution, but the ball's been gathered up by Bentley and the ball's been played outfield. Wolves are preparing two substitutions, probably come on a bit later. Obi is already chasing down the ball, some good signs from the substitute. Lindelof has been having a good game, don't want to jinx it, but I just have to say Garnacho's in possession, back heels to Christian Eriksen, finds a bit of space, pumps the ball down and finds Mason Mount. Yes, he does find Mason Mount indeed. Mount slowed the pace down. It's back to Dallo. That's Mount again. Ball's back with Mazraoui. Mason Mount. Ball's found Obi. Obi's pass to Mason Mount in the penalty box, intercepted by Wolves. But it's Bruno Fernandes with a shot that bumps off the ground, takes the pace out of the ball, and then safely into the hands of Bentley. But some promise since the latest substitute Obi has introduced into the game. Seems to be more creativity ever since Obi's been introduced. Wolves' two substitutes are still on the byline waiting to come on. The ball's now with United. Pass back to Onana. Mazraoui. Obi helps the ball back for Mason Mount, who puts it across for Amas. Now Garnacho finds Ericsson. Back to Garnacho. Back to Ericsson again. The Wolves players are closing in. Ericsson again. Mazraoui finds Bruno Fernandes, takes a shot, comes back right back off the Wolves defense. Now it's Mazraoui again. Less than 20 minutes left on the clock of normal game time. Bruno Fernandes down on the right. That's Mason Mount in the penalty box, crowded out. Back to Bruno Fernandes. Obi, Mason Mount, Garnacho is open, close it in. And it's been put out by Bruno Fernandes. It's a great pass by Garnacho right in the center of the penalty box, but Fernandes has got the wrong part of his boot. He's made contact with the wrong part of his boot and it's gone out for a goal kick, which has allowed Wolves to bring on their players. Seems that Strand Larsen is being brought off. It's a double substitution for Wolves. Strand Larsen doesn't agree with this substitution. Seems like Nelson Semedo is coming off as well. It's Rodrigo Gomez and Sarabia being brought on, numbers 19 and 21 respectively. Wolves in possession. The ball's back to Bentley. Ericsson's interception, but the ball's gone back to Wolves. Wolves pass down. Wolves through pass is cut out by Victor Lindelof. Puts the ball back to Onana. It's taking a dangerous amount of time on the ball, but clears it in the end. Finds Fernandes, but the ball's been collected by Wolves. Matthias Cunha in possession. It's been brought down near the penalty box, but it's going to be a free kick. Okay, at least they didn't let him take a shot. Ericsson goes into the book, a yellow card, the second United player to get into the book this evening. Well, the replay shows that Cunha had his hand in Ericsson's face, but it seems that Ericsson raising his own hands to protect his face has led to Cunha being pulled down. The free kick is literally at the edge of the penalty box. Knowing Man United's luck, this is more than likely to go in. Referee's just drawing the line for the wall. Ah, figures they've had pretty much a decent game up to now, and with like about 15 minutes to spare, seems like United might concede and lose the game from here on. There's four Wolves players queuing up to take the free kick. Agbadu, Cunha, Sarabia, and I think Rodrigo Gomez. Seems like it's going to be Sarabia. So it seems like Sarabia is the one who's going to take the free kick. And it's what did I say? What did I say? They've had a good game so far, and with 15 minutes to spare, Sarabia finds the net for Wolves. It is Wolves 1, Man United nil. I don't know why I do this to myself. Hope every week that it gets better, but simply doesn't. Pablo Sarabia with an excellent free kick at the edge of the box, almost finds the top corner. In fact, he finds the top corner. Onana dives, makes a great effort with the dive, but the curl is just too good. So you can't really expect him to reach that far. He tries his best, almost gets a finger on it, but it's not enough. Ah, okay, man. Smile for the cameras. Smile for the cameras. Why? So it seems that Euro has been brought onto the pitch, possibly for Fredrickson. Not sure who's come off here. It's going to be a goal kick for Wolves. Oh, it's Lindelof who has come off for Euro. Interesting decision. Interesting decision from Emery to keep Fredrickson instead of Lindelof. Oh, it seems that Lindelof might have come down with injury. Euro gets his first touch of the ball with a header. Possession with Wolves. The newfound energy. It's a free kick to Wolves. It's a yellow card being showed to Sarabia. Not sure why. It's Rodrigo Gomez that's gone down. I guess Sarabia has gone in the book for something he has said to the referee. With 10 minutes left to go, don't see how, not sure if United can pull one back. It's Matthias Cunha and Sarabia both lining up for the free kick, but it seems that Cunha is going to take it. Whips the ball in. Aguado's got on the end of it, but it's nothing comes of it. United in possession. Bruno Fernandes has been brought down, but referee waves play on. Ball still with Wolves. Comes off Mazraoui. Possession with Wolves. Wolves still in possession. It's number 19, Rodrigo Gomez in the penalty box for Wolves. Cunha. Cunha whips one in into the palms of Andre Onana. It's a good save. Fernandez. So as it stands, Man United and Wolves are tied at 88 points if the game were to finish 1-0 to Wolves. United and Wolves will be tied on 38 points each, with United just one position ahead at 14 with based on goal difference. Ait Nouri is being brought off for number 2, Doherty. Free kick is being taken by United. United still in possession, barely kept it in the byline. That's a Mars with the ball. Back to Euro. United still in possession. Back to Onana. Onana's taking big risks there again, but gets the ball off. Ericsson finds Amas. Amas brings the ball into the penalty box. It's off to Garnacho. Garnacho whips it in. Somebody under the ball. And Mason Mount skies it. Mason Mount skies the ball from well within the penalty box. What more? How much more are we supposed to put up with as United fans? I mean, his closest marker is already quite a bit off. Tries to take it first time, but skies it. Goal kick to be taken by Wolves. Euro gets a header on it, but possession is still fallen to Wolves. Ball's now with Onana. Takes a quick pass to Lenny Yoro. He's trying to bring it up the field. Squares it to Mazraoui in the end. Fernandez is yet to find his feet in the game, but he's tried to put a ball up for Obi, shielded by Totti Gomez, and gets the ball back to Bentley. It's looking more likely that Wolves are going to see this one out. Wolves in possession. It's really frustrating. Old Trafford is not a fortress anymore. Hamas with the ball. Garnacho brings it up. Garnacho to Ericsson. Ericsson back to Garnacho. Tries to backheel it for Hamas. Hamas finds the ball. Puts it to Ericsson. Ericsson keeps one in. Oh my god. It's Mason Mount again with a miss. That is a good ball in from Ericsson with the outside of his foot, but couldn't find Mount. Just couldn't find Mount. Obi doesn't make a run for it. Mount does, but just gets it out of play. And it seems that in his attempt to save the ball, Bentley has slide tackled Mason Mount in the shin, but Mount looks to be up and about. 4 minutes left on the clock. I mean, I have to believe, but nothing much. Doesn't seem like they're giving me much to believe in. Garnacho has stayed down. Hamas has kept possession of the ball well. Sorry, it's Ericsson who's gone down. He's back on his feet. United bring up the ball through Lenny Yoro. It's Fernandez. Thiago Dolo Fernandez pumps the ball up here, and Harry Amos keeps it in, but the header finds Bueno. Dispossessed by Ericsson. Harry Amos on the ball again. Gets it off to Garnacho. Garnacho brings it infield. And it's going to be a throw in for Wolves. Let me just get some updates on the other scores here. It seems that Arsenal has gone up 3-0 with a third goal by the third goal for Arsenal being put in by Leandro Trossard, who finds his second goal at 69 minutes. And the Chelsea game, seems like Chelsea has pulled back one. The score is now Fulham 1, Chelsea 1, with Tyreek George getting his helping Chelsea find the equalizer at 83 minutes. Enter in possession. Mason Mount down the right. Whips it in, but goes out for a United throw in. Doherty gets a leg on the ball. Lenny Yoro up the field. Gets it back to Fredrickson. Was that a pretty good game so far, I would say. Hamas as well, and Hamas is in the ball. Puts it to Ericsson in the middle. Ball finds its way back to Ericsson. Garnacho on the left, pulls it in, goes out for a United corner. So we draw in on the 90th minute, yet to receive any news on how many minutes added time is going to be. This is going to be the eighth corner of the night for Manchester United to be taken yet again by Christian Eriksen. Eriksen whips it in, headed out by Wolves, but it's just gone to the other side of the field. Sarabia has been dispossessed by Fernandez. It's going to be a United throw in quickly taken by Fernandez. Masraoui. Hamas on the ball. Finds Eriksen. Squares it to Fredrickson. Masraoui finds Eriksen, but Eriksen heads it out for the Wolves throw in. After they concede, now they're trying to take risks with attacking. I guess the irony is that despite Wolves winning today, they're still going to finish the week one position below United. It's going to be 6 minutes of added time. Hopefully, United can find at least one goal to draw level. Dalot in possession near the corner flag, and ball's gone out for a United corner. Oh, actually, no, it's gone for a goal kick. Dalot seems to be quite shocked. Frankly, I'm quite shocked as well. Oh yeah, Dalot does get the last touch. Ah, First minute of added time has already elapsed. Hamas picks up possession, is brought down. The whistle's gone. It's brought down by Matthias Cunha. Free kick's quickly taken. Lenny Yoros on the ball. Brings it up to the halfway line, hands it off to Mazraoui. Dallo. Back to Lenny Yoro again. Ericsson. Ericsson tries to find Fernandez but fails. Seems like Rodrigo Gomez has broken through. He's in the penalty box. Tries to put the ball in. Couldn't find another Wolves player. Possession back with Man United. 4 minutes left at that time. That's Mason Mount with the ball, but it's brought down. Seems to be a free kick given to United. A clever turn from Mason Mount. Finds Cunha bringing him down. Shields himself from the ball, and as he sees Cunha coming in for the challenge, gets the free kick. Clever play by Mount there. It's never good when you find your tongue twisted while you're on live. I blame it on dehydration. But then again, I'm blaming myself for not getting enough water. This is what these are the kind of moments that Fernandez has been brought on for the free kick, and it seems that Cunha is coming off for Wolves to be replaced by number 34, Giga, Diga, or probably it's Diga. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Apologies. So, as expected, it's Bruno Fernandes to take the free kick. Bentley is arranging the Wolves wall. It's Fernandes with the free kick, and it's over. The match might as well be over because there's about 2 minutes left, and probably our best chance in other time is just gone begging. An uncharacteristic off-target free kick from Bruno Fernandes. Goal kick taken by Bentley as he slips, but the ball still finds its way dispossessed by Man United, Onana. But Onana's clearance finds a Wolves player, Wolves in possession, number 7. Ball goes out for a goal kick. There's slightly more than a minute left in added time. Euro brings the ball upfield, puts it left to Fredrickson. Fredrickson back to Euro. Mazraoui, Dallo, back to Mazraoui again. Mendes, Euro, back to Dallo again. Dallo whips it in. Clear by Wolves. Most Ericsson puts it to Fredrickson. Finds Amas across the pitch. Nowhere to go for Amas. Puts it back to Fredrickson. Now Garnacho. Garnacho makes headway. Puts it in for Fernandez. To Ericsson. Ericsson puts it in. And it's gone out. We are in the 96th minute, and this is probably the last play of the game. It's going to be a corner to United. To be taken by Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes whips it in. Wolves get onto it. Garnacho. Garnacho makes some sort of headway, but ball's cleared. So given a free kick to Wolves. That might probably be the end of the game. It's a free kick to Wolves in their penalty box. Yet another day of failure. Just when I got a bit confident about their fighting spirit they displayed in the Lyon game. Yep, it's free. The referee still hasn't blown the whistle, but yep, that's it. The game has finished. Wolves 1, Man United 0 at Old Trafford. Before we call off the stream today, let me just look at the other scores again. It seems like at full time, Pedro Neto has scored another in the third minute of added time, which leaves Chelsea 2, Fulham 1, and it probably was the last minute of the game. And in the Arsenal game, Arsenal have finished 4-0 against Ipswich Town with Ethan Nwaneri finding the fourth goal at 88 minutes. So it's a promising result from Arsenal. So at the top of the table, it stands at Liverpool, 32 matches played with 76 points, and Arsenal, 33 matches played with 66 points at 10. Liverpool go into the game 10 points ahead of Arsenal. I'm very tempted to cover the game, but they are more than likely to win it, and I just can't see them carrying the. I just can't witness them being crowned champions. Oh wait, no, they would have been confirmed as champions if Arsenal had lost today, but uh, let's see, with 76 points, if they win today, they'll be at 79 points. The difference being 13 points with 5 games left to play. Arsenal are technically still in it, but as we know, they are unlikely. They are being the serial bottlers they are. They're unlikely to win the league from this position. The Wolves players are just supporting. Wolves players are just entertaining the away end, showing them their appreciation for the support having come down to Old Trafford today. The United fans are just sat there dejected, understandably. Okay, thanks for all those joined in. Thanks for joining us in today. And let's just see United's next game, 27th of April, 9 p.m. We will see you for that match. See you for that match at 27th April, 9 p.m. Singapore time. See you then. Hopefully